Hello, sweet friends. Happy New Year and welcome to Yoga by the Moon. My name is Michelle. I'm here to guide you through the first full moon practice of 2026 for January 3rd. The full moons are all about completion of cycles. We're just finishing a whole lunar cycle now, and when we finish cycles, we take pause and we assess what's worked for us and what hasn't, and what we want to make room for in the coming cycle, what we want to make space for. And when we do that, we release the things that are not letting go, that are not serving us, we're letting go. So full moons are very much about letting go and releasing, tuning in to ourselves to know ourselves better. Emotions are always at an all-time high with a full moon. And this particular full moon actually takes place under the sign of Cancer. It's positioned in the sign of Cancer. Cancer is the zodiac sign that actually is ruled by the moon. So Cancer is very, very much highly intuitive, highly emotional, highly nurturing, all the qualities of the full moon. And so the full moon is just magnified when it's positioned in Cancer. And because everything is such incredibly heightened and intensified at this time, it is all the more important to nurture yourself, to tend to yourself, to give yourself some good old TLC, tender loving care. And we are also still in the season of Capricorn. And while Capricorn, yes, like we talked at the first quarter moon, it's very much a driven, ambitious, forward momentum kind of sign, it is still an earth sign. And earth signs are very grounded, and they are very much want to feel stable, secure. And so we can take those elements of Capricorn and really embody those through that tender loving care, that self-care, because we can feel grounded, we can feel stable, we can feel secure when we're caring for ourselves. And we can use that orderliness that Capricorn has, that organization and that focus, to really tap into, okay, what's working with us right now, what's working for us and what's not, so that we can let go of the things that are not and really align ourselves, step into this new year in alignment. We can step into this new year feeling good because we've really, really nurtured ourselves. So this full moon, it's the perfect time of year for this full moon, for ourselves. We really get to move slowly while listening to our bodies, listening to ourselves, giving ourselves love and care. So we're going to begin on our mats, lying down in Shavasana for our breathwork practice. What better way to start some TLC than just laying down on your mat? Find yourself just being for just a moment in this. Here we go. If you need to like shift yourself around, like move your hips, whatever you need to do to get comfortable and be in your space. We're going to place one hand on our belly, one on our chest. And we're going to do some deep diaphragmic breathing. This particular breath work is very much about slowing down our nervous system, allowing us to tune in and relax. It gives us that clear head so we can use Capricorn's clear thinking energy, but it allows us to release any stored emotions and nurture ourselves so we can really embody that full moon in Cancer as well, using diaphragmatic breathing. Now we're going to inhale deeply through our nose and exhale deeply through the mouth or nose, your choice. But as you inhale, you're going to let your belly and notice your chest rise and pull that belly in. And we're going to do 6 rounds of that together. So first round, deep inhale, belly rise. Exhale, belly pulls in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Let it go. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, inflate that belly. Exhale, let it out like you're letting out of the air of a balloon. Last one, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Now just regulate your breathing. Bring your hands to your side. When you're ready on your next inhale, we're going to pull our right knee to our chest in wind relieving pose. Now you may want to have a brightness in that left foot, kind of pressing the sole of your foot down to the bottom of the mat while you pull that right knee into your chest. So we're still having a little bit of activation here while we're laying down and relaxing, just to really fully get the benefits of this stretch, this wind relieving pose, which may do exactly what it sounds like. And if you need to release in that way, please do. We'll make more space, find some humor. One more breath in here. On your next exhale, we're going to take our left hand to the outer part of our right knee and bring it across to the left side of our body. So the right knee is on the left side of your mat, and you're going to pull that right shoulder still towards the right side of the mat, opening that right arm out, maybe looking over that right shoulder in a reclined twist. Twists are great for releasing and relaxing, winding down, tuning in. One more breath in. And as you exhale, slowly unwind. Bring that right sole of your foot to the bottom of the mat. Maybe shift your hips back and forth, reset that spine. Find yourself for just a moment in Shavasana as you reset. Inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to pull that left knee into our chest. As I said before, bring an aliveness to the bottom, to that sole of your right foot as well, pressing it down to the bottom of your mat as you pull that left knee in, getting the full benefits of this wind relieving pose, knee to chest, relaxing. One more breath in this posture. We're going to take our right hand to the outer part of our left knee, keeping that left shoulder blade down, opening through that left arm as you pull your left knee across to the right side of the mat. Now maybe you want to look over that left shoulder now. Deepen that twist. And breathe deeply as you find places where you can release and let go. Tune in. Notice how you're feeling. Notice what you're feeling. One more breath in here. And as you exhale, slowly unwind. This time we're going to plant the soles of our feet on the mat, bending at the knees. Finding all four corners of your feet. Finding some alignment in your spine. Just that spine stacked nicely as you recline. And on our next breath in, we're going to lift those hips to the sky as we raise our arms up overhead. Inhale up, bridge pose. And exhale, we're going to bring those arms down as we lower those hips. 4 more like that. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Now maybe you keep those legs propped up and you use your hands to grab the back of your thighs to slowly bring yourself up to a comfortable seat. Take your time getting here. Don't give yourself a head rush. Take a moment here to find your center, find some stillness. We're going to inhale, sweep our hands up overhead, bringing palms together. Exhale, our right palm is going to come to the outer part of our left knee as our left arm plants behind us and we twist, looking over that left shoulder. Twists are beautiful ways to release in the body and unwind at the same time. One more breath here. Inhale, come back to center, lifting those hands up overhead once again, palms touch. Exhale, bring that left palm to the outer part of your right knee this time. Right arm swings behind as you twist and look over that right shoulder. With every exhale, imagine that you're wringing yourself out just a little bit more, even if you can't move anymore. One more breath here. Exhale, come back to center. Now we're going to plant our right palm outside of our right hip. Inhale, and then as we exhale, our left arm comes up and overhead to the side. Side body stretch, nice seated side bend. Maybe you want to look up to the ceiling. Maybe you want to look ahead. Maybe you want to look to the floor. Play around with that neck position. Find what feels good to help you release. One more breath in. And as we exhale, left hand plants outside the left hip. Exhale as that right arm comes up overhead towards the left side. Side body stretch the other side. Once again, play with your neck position to find what feels good in this side body stretch for you. Releasing, tuning in, nurturing yourself. One more breath in. As you exhale, come back to center. We're going to make our way to all fours. Slowly take your time. No need to rush today. Knees under hips, hands under shoulders. When you're ready, inhale, pull that belly to the floor as you look up. Exhale, round that spine and look down. Take some slow cat-cows, moving like you're moving through molasses to really nurture yourself, articulating through that spine, giving yourself some TLC, some permission to take care of yourself and be here in your body. On your next breath in, find some stillness. And then we're going to inhale, raise our right hand up towards the sky. Exhale, that right arm is going to weave underneath, in between our left leg and arm. In, thread the needle. Gentle shoulder stretch. We won't stay here too long. One more breath in. As you exhale, slowly unwind back to center in tabletop. Maybe you want to reset in cat-cow. Maybe you just want to take a moment, finding alignment in that spine. Wherever you are, inhale, lift that left palm to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle. Pull that left hand through in between your knee and your hand on the right side. Threading the needle with that left shoulder. Press into that right hand to really make sure that you're not dumping into your upper body. And release. One more breath in here. And as we exhale, we will slowly unwind back to tabletop. Find your alignment in tabletop. And when you're ready, on an inhale, we're going to lift our right leg parallel to our spine. And then exhale, we're going to pull that right foot through between our hands. Heel toe that right foot to the outer right part of your mat and sink into your hips. Maybe you want to crawl that left knee back in a lizard lunge. Now maybe you want to stay propped up here like this. You're going to notice a pretty intense stretch in that inner right hip. But if this isn't deep enough for you, maybe you want to come down onto your elbows, and maybe you even want to open your right knee out to the right side like a book and deepen that inner thigh stretch. Be gentle with yourself. Pay attention to how you feel. If you need to back off at any time, please do. If you want to ease in a little deeper, you may also do so. Find moments of surrender, moments of release. One more breath in here. And as you exhale, if you were on your elbows, come back up onto your hands. Heel toe that foot so that it is back under your shoulder for a moment, and then bring that left knee under that left hip. When you're ready, that right leg is going to come back parallel to your spine once again. And when you're ready, we're going to open that right hip out towards the left side. Maybe you just open the hip. Maybe you lift that right arm to the sky. Maybe you reach back for your foot and pull your chest open in a heart opener. We'll only be in this kneeling balance for one more breath in. And as you exhale, slowly unwind. Knees back under hips, hands under shoulders. Reset with a cat-cow. When you're ready, we're going to inhale and lift that left leg parallel to our spine. Exhale, pull that left foot between your hands. And when you're ready, heel toe that foot to the outer left edge of your mat. We're going to sink into our hips, so that might mean you need to crawl that left knee back. I have very long legs, so I always need to. Now maybe you want to just stay up here on your hands, pulling those hips down and through, feeling that stretch. Maybe that's intense enough for you. Maybe you even would like to have some blocks under your hands to lift you up a little bit higher. If it's not deep enough, maybe you wish to drop to your elbows. If that's still not intense enough, maybe you want to open that left knee out to the left side like a book. Find your edge and back off of it. There's no need to push into your edge. We're nurturing ourselves today and listening to ourselves today, tuning in, caring for ourselves. So find where you need to be today and take a few breaths for yourself. Every exhale is a moment of surrender. Every exhale lets go of stagnant energy from our lives. One more breath in here. And as you breathe out, if you were on your elbows, come back up on your hands. Heel toe that foot back underneath your shoulder for a moment. If you had to crawl your right knee back, bring it back underneath your right hip. And when you're ready, lift that left leg back in alignment with your spine once again. Now we're going to kick open that. I'm going to move over a little bit so I don't kick the wall. Kick open that left hip towards the right side of your mat. Maybe that's enough for you, or maybe you want to take your left arm and reach it towards the sky. Maybe you want to reach that left foot and pull. Kick your foot into your hand, pull your chest open. Beautiful heart opener, balanced posture. One more breath in here. And as you exhale, slowly come back to tabletop. One more round of cat-cow to reset that spine. And just for a moment, walk those hands forward, keeping your shoulders over your hands. Step up onto your left toes and up onto your right in plank, just for one breath in. And as you breathe out, lower all the way to the floor. I'm going to fix my hair for a moment so you can hear me. Plant those hands underneath your shoulders And we're going to do a cobra flow for 5 breaths in. So inhale, press your head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. And exhale, lower. 4 more. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Last one. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. And we're going to keep our hands under our shoulders. We're going to inhale. We're going to press up onto our knees. And we're going to lower those hips onto our heels. Maybe you want to open those knees wide. Make as much space for your chest as you need. Reach those arms forward in extended child's pose. The ultimate pose of surrender and release. A very tender, loving pose. And if this is the only pose you do during your yoga practice, then you have done beautiful yoga. Breathe. One more breath in. And as you breathe out, press yourself back up. Swing your legs out in front of you. And we're going to begin to lean back. We're going to make our elbows into sort of little L's with our elbow underneath our shoulders behind us. And we're going to lean back onto those elbows. Press your chest through and drop your head towards the mat in a gentle fish pose. Heart opening, allowing us to feel our feelings. Cancer is all about the heart. The full moon is all about the heart. That's the center of our emotional being, the center of our intuition even. We're guided by our heart when we use our intuition. When we feel our feelings. And when we do all of those things, we can release things that don't serve us. Clear the way for newness and tune into who we are. One more breath in like this. And as you exhale, move those elbows and gently, carefully lower all the way onto your back. On your next inhale, bring the soles of your feet towards the ceiling, like you can press them into the ceiling. Knees towards your shoulder blades or your armpits. Take the left hand to the outer left part of your left foot and take your right hand to the outer right part of your right foot. Pull those knees into your arms, your armpits. Keep those elbows on the inner part of your shins and press those hips open in Happy Baby. Now maybe you want to just find stillness here. Maybe you want to kind of bend one knee in and then one out. Alternating back and forth, rocking side to side. Maybe you want to pull in together and then pull out straight overhead, rocking back and forth. Find what feels good here for you. It's Happy Baby. It's a moment of self-expression, finding what feels good for you and what you need to tune into for you. How to nurture yourself and let go for yourself. Take another breath or two here in Happy Baby, doing what feels good to you. One more breath in. On your breath out, we're going to bring the soles of our feet together, and then we're going to drop the outer part of our feet towards the mat. Our knees opening out to the sides like a book, creating a diamond shape on the mat. Bring your heels as close or as far away from your body as is comfortable for you, getting a gentle hip opener in reclined butterfly. Hips store a lot of our emotions, and when we release our hips, we can release those emotions. So we really tune into that energy, the full moon in Cancer. We allow ourselves to nurture ourselves in this posture. It is very grounding as well, so it really brings in that element of Capricorn. It is very full embodiment of this particular moon phase. Now, if you wish, you can stay here in reclined butterfly for the meditation. Or maybe you want to release one heel down to the bottom of the mat and then the other. Bring your arms wherever is comfortable. If you'd like to have a soft gaze or even gently close your eyes, you may do so. Just make your way into whatever version of Shavasana you would like for this meditation as I guide you through our full moon in Cancer meditation. The moon has entered the watery sign of Cancer. With deep sensitivity and compassion, Cancer reminds us to be gentle and kind towards ourselves and others. So relax your body. If you feel safe and comfortable, close your eyes. Place both hands over your heart and feel the loving energy there. Now visualize that you're sitting comfortably on a warm beach at sunset. You're enjoying the peace and beauty of this moment. As you glance to your left, you see a crab crawling out of the water and approaching you. Cancer's animal totem shows you how to be both warm and soft within, strong and safe on the outside. Like the protective shell of a crab, you begin to send light within your heart to the space around you. You create a beautiful globe of light that encases you on all sides. The tide begins to rise, and cold waves start washing up on the sand next to you. These ocean waves represent the emotions that you feel all around you, from others, from yourself, and from the world. But the wise crab reminds you that you are protected within your globe of light. You take a deep breath and strengthen that shell around you. Feel the warmth in your heart growing bigger, brighter, stronger. No matter what emotions the ocean washes up, you have an impenetrable compassion in your heart. The wise crab begins to crawl back into the sea, leaving you with its timeless wisdom and grace. The watery energy of Cancer emanates from the moon and shines gloriously onto your heart. Within, you feel safe and full of love. Press into those hands on your heart and feel it beating up into your hands. Whisper to yourself if you feel safe, or just say it in your head. I am protected. I am nurtured. I am cared for. Take this feeling with you into the coming days as we embark into this new year. And when you're ready, slowly flutter your eyes open. If they were closed, or soft gaze. Bring some gentle movement into your body. And then press yourself up to a comfortable seat in your own time. I want to thank you for joining me in this full moon practice today. And I wish you so much light and love into this new year, in this new moon, in this full moon, not new moon, this new moon phase, new moon cycle. There'll be lots more exciting and wonderful things unfolding for Yoga by the Moon as 2026 unfolds as well. And I hope you will continue this journey with me. I am always honored when you show up for yourself, with me, and for me, and for this beautiful, wonderful, growing community. From my heart to yours, namaste.